I had a whole plan this year, guys, to increase my shopping on Shein because they have affordable, durable things. And then my friend sent me an article, and I'm standing here. I'm looking at my wardrobe, I'm looking at my plan, and it looks like we're about to have an existential crisis. Okay, so if you haven't heard, you might need to hear. There's been a research about the level of PFAS in Shein clothing. And if you know anything about PFAS, you know that there are chemicals and substances that are linked to cancer. And I know everything now, even the air causes cancer, even the food, even the makeup or perfume. Jesus is it's crazy. But this research is actually very new as of January 2026, right? A company called Greenpeace carried out the research, and I think the scary thing for me is that the chemicals are 80% above the EU safety limits. Particularly a chemical called PFA. It's called per and profluoralkyl substances. I hope I got that right. But basically, what this chemical does is it bioaccumulates in your body. I mean, it stays in your body and keeps compounding. So if you know, oh, you've been hearing a lot of discourse about chemicals in clothes, in makeup, in perfumes that are is it endocrine disruptors that even changes or imitates the hormones in the body which can cause cancer. If you know the EU, you will know that they are very strict. They have very strict regulations when it comes to chemicals. And if products are within these safety limits, the products are considered safe. But now, in the case of Shein, 80%, not 20, not 10%, only 80% above EU safety limits. Like, why? Why? I'm sad. And the reason why I'm sad is because as of last year, you couldn't even shop with your Naira card. You had to use a dollar card. You can now shop with your Naira card, which has made things way easier. It's almost the same thing as Temu now because I think the perk for Temu was you could shop with your Naira card even before now. Hearing this news is like, what are we going to do? Some arguments are like, oh, you know what? Go ethical fashion, sustainable fashion. Are we serious right now? Have you seen the prices of clothes in Lagos? Tops, singlets, 30,000 naira. Dresses now 60K, 70K, 80K. Even sewing clothes now it's crazy. So it's like when people are looking at ethical fashion, I think they compare Western purchasing power to the purchasing power of Africans. My friend got like a small top, and I was like, I was expecting maybe 12K, 15K. He said 30K. I was like, wait, what? I think I'm also curious. Is it that all the products on Shein are produced by Shein? And I'm curious because if you know the brand Misguided, it was once a brand that you could compare to likes of Fashion Nova, Miss K, and now they're on Shein. Now the question is, all other brands are on Shein. Were they acquired, or are they acquired from Shein, or these brands just use Shein suppliers? Because I used to think that Shein was more of an aggregator or a Shopify bomber where people can display on Shein so that I can have global visibility. But when I was doing my research, I found out that Shein actually acquired Misguided in 2020. That means they just kept the name, but the suppliers at the back end are still the Shein guys. It means that I was looking like everything on the platform are from like specific suppliers and are at risk of this, PFA thing. And that question is, what about the shoes, Uncle? Hope the shoes are not linked. Because I don't think I want to stop buying these shoes. Yay, Egbabio. So what are the alternatives? What are the alternatives to dressing well now these days? Because should we start going back to thrifts or what Nigerians will call okrika? Or is it that you have to then be conscious of what you buy? Because rather than buying a lot, you have to buy quality over quantity. Because in my head, I'm like, you want to get a proper linen top. That shit is expensive. So what I find myself doing now is looking at fabric, asking myself, is it synthetic? Is it cotton? What should I buy? Because to be honest, I want to look good, but I don't want to die. I don't want to have anything that leads to cancer because that shit is very ridiculous. And rest in peace to anyone who has died from cancer. My condolences to anyone whose family members have suffered this illness because that is not something that people should play about. But at the same time, what can we do? I'm of the opinion that Shen should actually come out to either debunk or now, assure us that they are still complying with the guidelines. My question is, can they force suppliers to comply to safety limits? I know that people want to make money, but not at the expense of other people. Am I sad? Yes, I am. Do I have it figured out? I don't even know. Like, I don't know. Go do more research on what fabrics and what materials are considered safe. Also look at labels more often. And if you actually notice, we've seen increased cases of cancer in recent times, which means that these things are things that people should take seriously. That's the news. I know you didn't ask me to share this, but you're welcome. See you next Friday.